everyone, my name is Jeanine and I'm the executive chef for The Forge. Now that the weather's warming up, we're transitioning from globe dining into adventure dining, which is a great experience at The Forge, where you get to eat outdoors and have a meal cooked fresh for you as you're watching zipliners zip over the quarry. Every week we do a different menu. It's specially crafted, prepared in our kitchen, and then we grill it on site on the Quarry Shelf. You can go online to the entertain section of the website to see the rotating menus and reserve a spot. We'll also allow a limited amount of walk-ups. The menu is limited due to our situation of having our kitchen off-site. Every week we prepare as though we're going on the ultimate camping trip, and we hope that our guests enjoy the adventure of a scratch-made, delicious grilled meal outdoors. So today I'm pulling back the curtain and showing you exactly what goes into making the Forgefire Adventure Dining experience something unlike any other place.
Hey everybody, it's Byron from The Forge and you're watching ForgeTV. Today we are going to be doing some food tasting with our executive chef Jeanine and our other chef Darrin. Here we go.
Hey, welcome.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
Thank you.
Super excited.
Yeah.
So what do you got for me today?
Yeah, I'm excited for you to taste. I want you to try our pulled jackfruit.
Okay, awesome.
And then we also have a pulled pork.
Oh,
They're seasoned with our black cherry barbecue sauce.
Nice.
So come on over here.
Food.
So the first one, this is the pulled jackfruit.
Awesome.
Have you ever had this before?
I have had pulled jackfruit, never only from the package, you know.
Okay.
But my mouth is literally watering now. It smells so good. Oh my god. That's so good. That's amazing. Can I put this here? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
And then this.
Awesome.
Sacrificed pig.
Oh, it smells so good. That's amazing. That is so good.
So yeah, you can hopefully pick up some of the smoky notes.
It's definitely really smoky. I mean,
smokiness
they
in
definitely
there.
like again, for the vegetarian vegans out there, like obviously there's a difference in taste, of course.
Right.
But like, I'm fortunate that I can eat both because they both taste really good. But like, as a substitute for pulled pork, like the jackfruit is so delicious.
Good.
But then like the smokiness of that barbecue sauce really brings out that pulled pork. Like, it's amazing.
Awesome.
It tastes so good.
And yeah, those will go on little brioche buns. So those are sliders that we're going to use for appetizers.
Awesome.
So then I want to saute you up with a couple shrimp.
Sweet.
And then I'm going to have you try our remoulade sauce. So these are the shrimp that we're going to use for this weekend.
Okay.
And then you can go ahead and give it a taste with the remoulade sauce first.
Awesome.
This one.
I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna dunk it right in there.
Yeah, dunk it right in. That's all for you.
Get a good like dunk. Okay. Now I just made it's gonna be really messy.
You're gonna really get a taste of it.
Oh my god. That's really good. So tell me about the ingredients in the remoulade. That's delicious.
Sure. So it's a mayonnaise base, and then in it there's sweet relish, which is really important, and then Creole seasoning, horseradish. You've got Dijon mustard, lemon, lots of lemon to pair with the shrimp, and salt and pepper,
Awesome.
paprika. So for the event that we're doing on Monday, I got these huge, beautiful wild-caught Gulf shrimp. They're
Awesome.
10 U10s, so they're just these big, ginormous shrimp.
Awesome.
And that's going to go with the smoky cocktail sauce.
Fantastic. I'm gonna
But
try
for
that.
today, you can try the 1620s.
What is that? Can you tell me about those, like those sizes of shrimp, or
Right,
like yeah?
those
So
are sizes of shrimp. So this is a nice size, but the ones that go with our appetizer package, they're really big shrimp.
That's
and,
awesome.
And I cook them fresh on the grill. I don't do them in a
So you
pan,
said this was
obviously.
what size?
These are 1620s, and then the ones that we're doing on Monday are 1015s.
That's awesome.
Big daddies.
I've never been a huge cocktail sauce fan, but that's really good.
Okay. Yeah. And these fire roasted tomatoes in there. So then you've got, and so we're always trying to make those flavors really present.
It's so good. It really is delicious.
Great.
I'm so lucky.
We made up a Mother's Day platter.
Awesome.
And so I would love to take you over, show you that, and maybe have you try out some of that.
Awesome.
Head over to this side of the kitchen. So over here we have our Mother's Day platter.
Looks amazing.
And this is a fun option for people. They can book anywhere from 2 to 6 people per table. So depending on how many people you have is how grand your platter is.
Awesome.
But I would love for you to give this a shot. I'll explain what we have. This is a grilled potato salad.
Okay.
And then these are our house-made biscuits, smoked salmon, eggs, smoked kielbasa,
Nice.
our homemade bagels, and then some fresh fruit.
Awesome. Fantastic. And I do a quick shout out to all of our
Sure.
cutlery utensils are compostable, and so we're really trying to, like we talked about yesterday during our interview, trying to be sustainable and take those steps that we can to be the best from the environment perspective that we can be. We're really excited, but I'm just really excited.
Yeah, and I think that's important. I think sometimes our clients get confused, like, why is it?
Disposable,
Yeah,
right.
or they think it's plastic, but it's definitely compostable. Our full intent is to return it back to the grounds.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What should I start with? What do you recommend?
Well, I think you should start with the grilled potato salad.
I will.
Put some of that on your plate.
For sure, it looks amazing. How do I eat? There we go. That is so good. What I like, it's almost got like a citrus note to it.
Yeah, so on it, it's a lemon red wine vinaigrette.
Ah, nice. Good
Yeah,
job.
so that is in there. And we always love to roast veggies into it. So there's
That
carrots
is
and red
amazing.
onions, potatoes.
This is so good. Better take your mother here for Mother's Day. Don't take them anywhere else.
Probably go like this smoked salmon route.
Okay, cool.
In the center there, we have pickled red onions, capers.
Nice.
That's cream cheese in the center.
Oh, awesome. It's like full brunch, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Just gonna go for it. I'm like, just gonna take everything out, destroy it.
And it's pretty neat. Out at the park, they have canned mimosas and Bloody Marys.
That's all I need to
So,
know my day.
yeah, for the mothers who like being outdoors and also enjoying great food and having cocktails. Kind of trying to make it all happen. Go around the smoked salmon.
Oh my god.
And we'll be doing that, smoking it over the fire.
Oh, it's so cool.
So
How long do you have to smoke it for?
a couple hours.
That's awesome.
Kind of keep moving it around and let it slowly.
That is incredible. Again, not a food I'm usually a huge fan of, but it's incredible. Like, I feel like, you get usually used to like smoked salmon as like the, like lox on a bagel or something with a little bit of cream cheese, but this is obviously like the real deal. So it's so much better. All about it.
I'm just gonna keep eating this because it's really good. I don't want to stop eating it because it tastes so good. I'm gonna eat all of it. I'd be a horrible judge on like a cooking show because I'd gain like 700 pounds really quick. That's amazing. Oh my God.
You might as well try the biscuit.
Okay.
In the middle here, that's mixed berry jam.
Yeah. There you go. Delicious. Okay, let's try this. Oh my God. It's so short. It's like really, I'm not expecting that at all. It looks like it's, I don't even know how to describe it. How do you get it to be like so light and like, I don't know. Short is the right word for that, right?
Okay.
No?
I don't know.
I'm trying to use my Great British Baking Show.
Short then. There is buttermilk in it, which I think adds to the tenderness, and then lots of butter.
Like, this is all I want to eat ever again. I need one of these every morning. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Great.
Okay, what's next? What should I do next? Kielbasa?
Sure.
Awesome. I love kielbasa. I like most foods.
That was grilled a little while ago on the day of Mother's Day. It'll all be grilled fresh and nice
Awesome,
and comfortable.
awesome.
And that's some brown mustard.
Yeah, let's get some mustard on there. Gluttony, just kidding. It's about celebrating your mother. Treat her right to some good kielbasa and mustard. Well, thank you so much for sharing this amazing Mother's Day menu with me. It's amazing and delicious, and I'm gonna eat all of that.
Okay, good.
But I know we have a bunch of really cool stuff upcoming for Forgefire from you and Darrin. So tell me a little bit about kind of what we've got to look forward to.
Sure. Yeah, of course, we're thinking about the dads. We've got a line up for the dads too.
Nice.
We're going to be doing smoked ribs, jerk chicken wings.
Nice.
Yeah, some Maxwell smoked sausages.
Awesome.
So a whole nice meat platter that has loaded potato salad, dad-sized bourbon chocolate chip cookies.
Dad-sized cookies. I love it.
We'll throw in a few vegetables in there just because that's what we're supposed to do,
Makes sense.
But no, we're really fired up about all of the adventure dining. Like coming up, we're gonna have one weekend where we do New York strip steak sandwiches.
Awesome.
And then mushroom Phillies for the vegetarians.
Oh, fantastic.
One weekend is like smoky chicken with salsa and tortillas, charro beans. And then for the vegetarians, we'll do a grilled vegetable medley for them.
Awesome. That's gonna be delicious.
Yeah, all kinds of delicious menus.
Fantastic.
coming up.
And now this is something that our guests can go reserve online and plan for, right?
Oh, definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah, we encourage reservations.
Fantastic.
But, if you're just there at the park and playing and want to eat with us, awesome. We'll be able to allow for some walk-up.
Fantastic. That'll be great. I think it'll be so much fun to play and fuel with delicious adventure dining food. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I'm gonna eat there every day.
What's that technique? Trying to get over through.
This is called yoga. Yoga at the forge. So the first thing, if you guys wouldn't mind, just each of you telling us a few things about yourself, your name, your pronouns, your titles, and where you're from.
Sure. I'm Jeanine, she, her, and I'm the executive chef at The Forge, and I'm originally from LaPorte, Indiana.
And I am Darrin. I am he, him. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm another chef, and I'm from Wheaton, Illinois.
Awesome. So kind of what we're doing here is getting the background, the history of kind of everybody. Really want to dig in and learn a little bit about you guys. So I guess the first question for you, Jeanine, is a little bit about your background. I've just seen this, I saw this earlier, so I don't really know the story at all. It says load officer to chef. What is that? Tell me that story.
Yeah, so when I got out of college, I was really down the path of being a salesperson, loan officer. I did sales training and doing well at it, but I found at the end of the day, every day, I was researching recipes and trying to find excuses to cater for the company that I work for. Like, instead of ordering out, I'll cook. And then it dawned on me. I was like, Jeanine, you need to explore this passion that you have for cooking now, or else you might never do it. So I researched schools all over the country, even went down to Barbados, looked at a school, and chose one in Austin, Texas. And then ever since culinary school, it's been a fun adventure. I've really taken the more rigorous opportunities, like cooking in a jungle kitchen in Costa Rica.
That's awesome.
Doing some work on cruise ships and running my own catering business for a while. And now I'm here.
Awesome, that's fantastic. And a similar question, what kind of tell me about your background and kind of your pathway to where we are now?
Sure. Growing up, I always loved sports and art. And my first job, I got in the kitchen, and I fell in love. Cooking is hard work and creative. So by my senior year, I was a manager at a restaurant, and I just worked for a lot of good chefs when I was young, and kept learning School of Hard Knocks. And and then we met, and we started talking about cooking, and eventually led to our own catering business.
Awesome. So I guess you kind of, intimated how you guys know each other, but kind of dig into that background a little bit about the catering business that you guys ran together, and just, a little more background there.
Sure. I went to Yorkville to go to a music festival, and while I was there, I saw these kids playing baseball, and I said, I'm going to go play baseball. And Darrin was sitting with his brother, and he said, whoa, there's a cute girl playing baseball. Kids, I'm going to go play baseball. So that was how we met, and then as the day went on, he kept feeding me at this campsite.
Nice.
Cooking ribs on the campfire.
And then we found out that each other were chefs, and then romance blossomed. But beyond the romance side of things, we're very business oriented and
Very good team. Yeah.
Very good team. We were both doing our own chef work, but then decided to collaborate and started our catering company. Very successful. We were catering weddings, annual holiday parties, and then of course 2020 was the ultimate shakeup for chefs, and we were exploring other paths, and then that was when I ended up with the Forge. And luckily got to rope him into the Forge as well.
Awesome. Well, we're, obviously not the best circumstances last year, but we're super glad that you ended up here with us, because I'm biased since I get to eat the food. But I think that it's fantastic. I think I'm really excited to see kind of where we can take it, because obviously what I like to say, because, I think it's really cool, there are no other adventure parks, at least to my knowledge, that have not only a chef team, but an executive chef, and curating menus around kind of what the, what the atmosphere they want to create and being of the place. And so kind of the next topic I want to talk to is how are you inspired to create your menus? Like specifically at the Forge, what kind of inspiration do you take from the surroundings, and kind of walk me through your guys' process as you're kind of building out some of the stuff that we offer.
Sure. Yeah, it's a challenging cooking situation, so that kind of fits in line with our addiction to adventure. And so, we've definitely been more in tune to, there's chef barbecue cooking shows that now I feel myself more drawn to those. And there's a great Facebook page. What is that one called? Taste of Life?
I think so, yeah.
And it's always people cooking outdoors.
Right.
And so now we're finding our inspiration of just watching how people dig up the ground and cook things underground, and we really have to manage what we're doing out there, because our kitchen is downtown, and then once we get out there, it's like being on the ultimate camping trip.
Right.
So we have to be very careful about what menus we take on, but mostly really trying to emphasize grilled, smoked, seasonality, what's on trends. Those are constantly the pillars that we go back to.
So I guess, again, talking a little bit about something you mentioned a little bit earlier, the fact that you know, there's no kitchen on site, and so prep work is a little bit different than I think, you know, probably, I don't know, I'm not chef, but I assume a lot different than probably the normal environment.
Yeah.
So tell me a little about how do you guys prepare for a weekend of like Forgefire Dining? Kind of what does that process look like for you?
It has to be hyper organized. So we get ourselves set up like different shelves. So it's like, all right, this is for Friday's dinner service. Make sure you have exactly packed what you need for that day's service, so that when it comes time to execute, then we can just walk in, pull from that shelf, double check that we have everything. And also being really practical. Like sometimes I would love to serve pizza or, you know, do a falafel, but you have to be careful and always go back to that. What's grilled? What's smoked? What's, you know, seasonal right now? And it's so fun right now.
What are people expecting outside?
Right.
Too?
Yeah, we want people to feel like they're going to a really nice camping trip, and it's kind of like glamping, but within that realm.
No, that totally makes sense. I think that's what's really exciting and unique about kind of Forgefire as a concept is, one, it is outside, so there are the environmental factors, but I think that's almost a plus all around the board. And then secondly, you know, creating that like luxurious kind of campfire feel, I think that's really exciting, and I think that's something that, you know, you guys really create and do a good job in, you know, having that atmosphere that's both rustic and kind of still, you know, outdoors and fun, but also has that bend of being high end to it. So I guess tell me a little about, you know, because you're mentioning kind of the campfire cooking and stuff like that. You mentioned kind of like your inspiration there, but what challenges surround like being in this kind of outdoor environment? Obviously the prep work being hard, but actually like doing service in this kind of environment.
Sometimes just the wind, like, it'll blow everything off the table, or blow your fire one way, so you have to move everything to the other side of the grill.
Yeah. And then also because of the times right now, making sure that when we are serving, like if we're doing something family style, make sure that it's germ friendly, so everybody gets their own individual tongs, and making sure if we serve it to be really careful about sanitation.
For sure.
I think our background in catering really helps us though. We're used to that, like preparing before we get on site.
Yeah.
So on site we're just doing, you know, maybe some grilling or
The execution,
yeah.
And I found myself really having a lot of fun with sauces, like because it is a limited menu. I really feel like a good tzatziki or a nice remoulade, it can really do a lot for a dish and make you feel like you have variety, even though everybody's eating the same thing.
No, that's awesome. I love that. I'm very fortunate that I get to be a part of all the tasting. I feel very lucky.
Good.
And I don't know, so this may be the first you're hearing of it. First you're hearing it on ForgeTV. But we have a concept for kind of our climb and dine. And what we want to do is serve like a picnic style menu that we can do on the top of the skyscraper towers. So have a table on each of the 3 rappelling platforms. And, you know,
That sounds fun.
So anyway, just to get your wheel spinning, like that's kind of a cool thing that we're bringing down the road. So we're really obviously, you know, always into the most adventurous kind of dining experiences, but this is another kind of new way and new challenge for us. So we're working on it. So just a fun thing to think about.
Okay.
What tips do you guys have for people who say they can't cook or want to get into cooking? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. What's the easy way, what easy advice you'd give to someone who wants to start out?
I say trial and error. Like just keep doing it. Change it up next time. Just keep doing it, you know.
And start with the things that you like most.
Right.
Like go easy on yourself.
Right.
Find what you like most, and then, you know, do some research on the internet and try it, and then really feel like you've accomplished it before you move on to the next thing. But get some arsenals, you know, get your tool belt up a little bit and expand from
you know, we don't always cook the perfect meal. We try to, but we make a mistake and we have to start over or something, you know?
Right.
And the biggest thing is planning, like sitting down for 30 minutes and really thinking like, what are all the grocery items that I'm gonna need? Because I think sometimes people feel intimidated by cooking because they don't have this stuff.
Right.
But making sure you have everything you need is a confidence builder too.
And maybe you don't want to start with like a, you know, something that takes hours and all
Sure.
day and is very intricate. You want to build your way up to that.
Well, interestingly enough, like we mentioned, like cooking competition kind of style earlier. That's my wife and I's style of cooking. Is we basically say we have how fast can we possibly make this, and it usually if we had a recipe, which is rare that we have a recipe. It usually goes out the window immediately because we just grab whatever's closest, or it ends. I'm relatively like steady hand. I just had to wash the knives around my wife because she'll just cut her finger and keep going she's like, oh, I gotta get it done really fast. Like what? And you're like, why? Like it should be a nice sometimes it's nice to take your time and relax and go. And we're just get it done, chop everything up as fast as you can. That's just really funny. And I think that planning stage is something we always skip. So something like that makes it would make sense if I sat down and said I need, XYZ components, for this dish.
Right.
And then
pull
probably
it all out. Have
right.
it all out on the counter.
Right.
Because it can be frustrating if you're not real confident in the actual cooking procedure.
Right.
But it builds confidence if you know everything's within
Slice
the
everything
average.
at one time.
Yeah,
So
instead
you're
of
not,
trying to the same thing. I'm rushing to cut this up while the broccoli's in because I gotta pull it out the way it's
something's
on.
done, but you haven't even prepped this thing yet.
Yeah, exactly. What's that? Mise en place?
Mise en place, yeah.
So you know stuff. I watched food TV shows.
Basically like a professional.
I'm basically a professional. I'm gonna cook at the Foundry from now on. It's gonna happen. You have to sing karaoke. Which song do you pick?
I wanna dance with somebody.
Oh, nice.
I wanna feel
We are gonna. I know for a fact that Justin is planning a staff karaoke night at some point, so that will happen. And
I'll bring my earplugs.
well, luckily, yes. And you're.
I will do happy birthday with anyone whenever we need to.
The requisite from the restaurant industry must sing happy birthday to guests whose birthday it is.
We're so honored to be in this position. It's kind of dreamy in some ways because we loved running a business together. Now we have this opportunity to cook for your incredible clientele, and I love it that it's people who are adventurous and want to take care of themselves, and so finding this balance of course getting to treat them to delicious food, but then also being conscious about being health supportive because that's in my background as well. And so
we're stoked about the upcoming season and what different foods we're going to serve, what people are going to be receptive to.
It's really
being a busy season.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's an exploration really of getting to know the clientele a little bit better. But we have a really deep desire to make people happy out there, and we're excited this summer to figure it out.